So I've reached the 31st of December 2023 and we're still the manager of Lyon. So that's good. We've now dropped our finances down from 80 million to 65.2 million, mostly for the infrastructure changes we're trying to do, improving the youth facilities, improving the junior coaching and youth recruitment. We've also had a youth intake preview and we've had 8 games since we last met. We're not doing a live game today because we're in the winter break, but the African Cup of the Nations is going to be a pain because they're taking at least 3 of my players away from me. And I want these players to be in my team. Also, we've now got £16.2 million in the transfer budget. Part of that was due to transfer clauses, but the board actually gave me an extra £6 million to spend, bumping it up from 8 million to 14 million. So clearly, financially, we're doing okay. But what does a youth intake preview look like? Well, it is a beautiful, beautiful sight. Lots and lots of A's, lots of green, a goalkeeper, 2 centre-backs, a defensive midfielder, 2 centre midfielders, an attacking midfielder, and a striker are all expected to be really good for us, which for Lyon is quite reasonable. And for France, well, France are known for producing some absolutely outstanding talent. The only things that aren't going to be amazing are the fullbacks, wide midfielders, wingers, and wingbacks, which is perfectly fine if we get everything else. But we have had a few games since we lost 4-3 to Marseille last time out, so let's go over those games. The first game we had was against Metz, and we beat them 4-0. We actually managed to work this corner nicely and get the opening goal inside 4 minutes. Good stuff here. And then we managed to work this throw in, another set piece to our advantage, and make it 2-0. Ernest gets a very lucky goal because it deflected off the defender before Avena gets a hat-trick of assists as Diomande scores from the corner. He then gets another start to assist as Diamande's shot is saved and Kalantakar scores his first goal of the season, and I believe for the club, as we beat Metz by 4-0. This is easily our best performance and one that gave me a lot of confidence going forward. Even if they are in a relegation fight, I like to think we can actually do well against them in the very near future. We then took on Stade de Rennes and beat them 2-1. We took the lead inside 23 minutes after Avena gets his first goal for the club. Starting to really perform now, his target has come in, but they equalise. Stade de Rennes do equalise after Christie finds Calamuenda, and he's just really good this year, once again proven to be potentially a wonder kid. But then we score again. Basic's free kick is saved. It comes back out to Basic. He plays it across and finds Avena unmarked in the box to get his second of the game and the late winner. I say late, it was only a few minutes later, but 68 minutes in, we held on for the win. I am delighted to get my first away win of the season. Yes, it took me until November to get my first away win, but I'm taking it either way. We then took on Lille and drew 0-0. This was annoying, especially when you realise we missed a penalty. So perhaps allowing Nathan Niles to be the penalty kick taker was not my best moment in the world, but I thought he could score. He didn't, it was saved, and we drew as a result. You'd think that given the penalty we had in our favour would do well, we'll actually get another goal. But no, for the first time this season, we don't get a goal in a game. And that was that. So unfortunately we didn't win. Lille had no shots on target though, and despite having all our chances on target and the penalty, we could not get a winner. Perhaps we let ourselves down here by not taking our chances. I mean, we missed that penalty for goodness sake. We then took on Lens in the next game and drew 1-1. We went behind inside 6 minutes after being caught up by that throw-in set piece, and it was disappointing. But then we scored from a corner. Cherki finds Diomande, he scores again. What I'm noticing here, as we finish the highlights, in-swingers to near post and far post are actually both useful. I'm switching between the two, and they're really good from set pieces from the corners. Should we have won this game? Looking at this, probably not. But it was a good draw regardless because RC Lens are actually doing quite well this year. I'm not sure how they're doing in the Champions League. How are my French compatriots doing in Europe this year? I need to check that. Well, the next game we had was against Toulouse. We had nothing to really lose. when we took the lead inside 47 minutes, I say nothing to really lose. Basic with his first goal, sitting with a volley, was delightful. 2 minutes into the second half. But then we consider an equaliser in the 92nd, 93rd minute of the game. Yeah, this was annoying. Smith finds Ligue, and that was their first shot on target in the entire match, and just their first shot on goal. One shot on target and we can't deal with it. I swear sometimes this game is really annoying when we should be doing better, but I don't know. It was very frustrating. It was like one of those games we know we should be winning, and if we held on, we'd be better, but for some reason, that was a possibility. Let's analyze this, actually. I want to see this. I'm certain I know what's causing it here. So, we're trying to do this. We have been drawn out. So, we've been drawn out here. No, Kupenda should be doing fine. It's just a really good cross. Oh, I see what's happened here. So, their player has come through. Diamande is being left out. There's Lepanant, Taliso. So, we should be having the players there, but we just don't do enough. I'm just analyzing this properly. So what I'm noticing here is Diamande is already here, so he is trying to cover up. He's backing away because, you know, Kupende should be having this. What I'm also noticing is Lebanon is not really keeping an eye on the Ligue, whereas Kalatakar is. So between... I see what's happened here. So Diamande has come across, Lebanon's backed off, and it's given their player the Ligue an opportunity to go through. That's why he's got the open goal. And because of the way it's being played in, because behind Diamande, and he's already got, and he's trying to recover effectively, that's why the Ligue gets the opportunity. That makes more sense. I just had to analyze that more to get over my annoyance with the goal. I was frustrated when it happened at the time, really frustrated. Now I know why it's happened. Then we took on Monaco and got beaten 5-1. I'm just going to be blunt and say this. We were terrible. Singer plays it across. Godovin scores the opening goal. Good finish there. I generally don't know what happened here after the Salizu plays it across. Singer, yeah, it's just across. And Minamino gets their verse. We were terrible in this game. Either set pieces just recovering. It's one of the two. Here we go. Singer again. Why does Moreno just stop? He's not stopped. He's just... Yeah, Ben Yedder gets a hat-trick in this game. Very frustrated with this match. And it seems like we get caught in a counter a lot. It feels like every single one of these goals that I'm seeing are counter-attacking goals. For the most part, it's just playback as well. Ben Yedder scores here. And we do get a goal back between this goal. It was actually from a set piece. Ovena gets a assist after Karatakar scores. Didn't make a difference. They go off fifth anyway. Minamino plays the ball forward. And Godovin plays it forward to Ben Yedder, who gets in through and dinks the keeper. So 5-1. Disappointing result. Wish I was not having to analyze that, but he's their worst performance, and it made me wonder if I'd done something wrong, because they only next year 3.58. So it was clearly not like we were amazing either. They were just creating really good chances. Then we took on FC Nantes and we beat them by a goal to nil. FC Nantes. Yeah, this is really nice actually how it worked out. It was very lucky that Ovena gets there first, because it comes back out to him. He's right place, right time. I don't care how it goes in, as long as we get the goal and we win the game. So, yeah, we're a bit lucky that we got the opportunity to go away. But if we miss that, that's an embarrassing miss any other day of the week. But there you go. Still 1-0 win. I'm happy, because it means that we are now in 8th place, 5 points off 6th place. So, I know the board want Europa League football. I'm starting to think I might need to win the Coupe de France to get that, because we are not doing well. Also, Benya's got the most goals with 15 league goals this year. Calabuenda, who's also scored against me, has got 11. The only person in the top 3 of the goal scorers list to have not scored against me is Kylian Mbappe, because we beat them 3-0. How did we beat PSG 3-0 again? I also want to go over this and show you this. I'm going to try and work some editing magic here, because I've realized something very, very important. My away record is absolutely atrocious. My away record is absolutely atrocious. We've got just 7 points away from home in 8 matches. We've also considered 20 goals. 5 of those was against Monaco, mind you, but yeah, it's not great. Our only defeat at home against Le Havre, who have not got a single point at home this year. despite having 8 attempts at it. There's a reason why they're bottom of the table. At least we're not in a relegation fight anymore. We're in a fight to try and get into European football. Thank goodness. We're doing better in real life. Also, I might have figured out what my problem is, and I'm going to have to tinker something, and it's literally just my DM role. I'm going to tinker that and make that halfback against some of the better teams all away from home. We have an opportunity to experiment here, and given it's early access and this is not my main save, I'm going to do my best. And also, we're going to be losing 3 players due to the African Cup of Nations. Diamande to Ivory Coast, Ernest Numer to Ghana, and Mamba Balde to Guinea-Bissau. So that's great. Tagliafico has gotten suspended and injured at the same time. And Alberto Moreno is also out for another 6 days. We have a cup game in 7 days. And yes, it's against a team I should be beating. Toulon Grand Geneva. We should be beating this team comfortably. They're in the 4th tier of French football. If we don't beat them, then something has gone very, very wrong. They were only founded 5 years ago. Also, bored or disappointed with our league performance so far, and they're also disappointed with the fact we've not signed any players based in France. The fans want Europa Conference League and are disappointed with that. So there's that, I suppose. Maitland-Niles has disappointed the fans, so I might look to sell him. Also, we've got £16.26 million in the transfer budget to work with, and of course I'm looking at a PSG centre defender who is transfer listed for 8.8 million because I think he'll do really good things for me, even if he would rather go to Chelsea than us, because understandably it is Chelsea. I actually did ask his agent about it 3 days ago. They said that, yeah, he would consider joining us, or might consider joining us. And if we give £8.8 million to PSG, I think up front, then we'll be good. But he wants between 64 to 77 grand per week. He wants a 4-year contract, or 4.5-year contract. But he's also one of my Bournemouth, Palace, Roma, Juventus, Lazio, Osasuna, I believe this is. That looks like Osasuna. Osasuna, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, Newcastle, Arsenal, Celta Vigo, Rayo Vallecano, a team from Qatar, and a team from the UAE. So I think we're going to be struggling to get hold of this guy somehow. But yes, I've got a few players that I will try to bring into the team this year. 2 of them are goalkeepers, I know, but Luis Junior looks quite good for 22. And he's one of 2 goalkeepers I'm looking at. He could be a leading Ligue 1 player, but we might need to work on getting rid of some other Brazilians or non-EU players to bring them in. Maitland-Niles goodbye. And the same could be said about Teles Magno as a winger. I know I've got Turkey, but I'm thinking this guy, after the end of the season, could be very good to have on the books. And yeah, I look at this and I realize Teles Magno is just a better player than Turkey right now in most areas of the game, apart from the technical side of things. But he's just incredible, isn't he? Also, Teles Magno could also be on the right side of the wings. And you know who I've got there. And Ernest is not here permanently. And I don't really plan on spending 20+ million to get this guy in on a permanent basis. So maybe, just maybe, I pass him up and bring in Teles Magno. I can terminate the loan, it seems like, as well. So that could be one way to solve my problem for the wings. And one way to bring a routine for Teles Magno if I don't get rid of someone else as well. But there you go. The fact he'd only want between 22.5 to 33.5 grand per week as well is also very useful. But another goalkeeper I'm looking at is Nicola Cavlina. I can get this guy a free transfer if he wants to sign for me. Now, does he want to do that right now? I've tried, and it's a no right now. He is interested, and if I try to get this guy right now, he will say no. They are looking to keep their options open at the moment, which is perfectly fine. If I can get him for that sort of wage, I'll be absolutely delighted with that. A great backup goalkeeper. If I bought right now for money, I would just send him back on loan to a Lokomotiv, so that's kind of the plan. I've also got my eye on this guy, Yassim Ketcher. Now, this is the player I'm hoping we can bring in for cheaper than what I've been given here, because I don't want to have to waste a lot of money on someone in my own country. Between Mukiele and this guy, I've been told about 13 million. I don't want to spend a lot of money on players based in France, quite frankly. But still, a few options either way that I've shortlisted. Whether or not I get them, I don't know. And the fact that no one's over the age of 26 is promising, though only 3 of them would be interested right now. Teles Magno would not be interested. Really? I hadn't also asked, so... Well, to be fair, I hadn't asked the agent yet, so I could get him. I could get Teles Magno right now. Should I? I'll leave you to decide. I might have done it already by the time this video comes out, but there you go. Either way though, what I'm going to do is end this here. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. I hope you guys will like and share this video and that you subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a lot. But anyway, until next time, goodbye and well, good night.